Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm going to give you guys a recap in a new episode of Utawarerumono, which is Utsuri no Kamen, or you can call it Utawarerumono, The False Faces, was on episode 7. Now, this episode right here reveals a lot of info, especially when it came to the Emperor's status, along with its heir, along with some many other things, which is to my shock and surprise, and so forth. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that Ruruti and Atsui are going out shopping, and Ruruti ends up wanting to go to a certain place where she likes to buy certain materials or things she wants to buy. And apparently that is revealed to be boys' love or yaoi light novels or books, you know? You guys get the point. The moment you saw the episode, she was after those things. And she might have had a lot of love for that when it is foreshadowed many episodes back with the characters like Ukan and Haku, you know? She ends up having these wild fantasies. You guys get the point. Atsuri was pretty scared about this. She goes like, please come back. This is not the Ruri-nan or Ruruti-chan that I know. And later on, when it came to after finishing their shopping, they end up running into this girl whatsoever, which seems to be some kind of character which I believe she's going to play a role later, which is revealed in this episode to my surprise towards the end. She ends up running into them. She ends up reading the book that Ruruti-chan bought, and apparently that book that Ruruti-chan has that is a original copy, or just the original, not a copy, is from someone that she loves named Rao Sensei, or whatever sensei she calls him, you know? And apparently she says, men's friendships are so good. Thank you for the offer. And then she runs off. And apparently Ruruti-chan gets so depressed in the episode where she says, I don't have the will to live anymore. I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, is it really that upsetting? It was really, really hilarious. But later on, she ends up actually running into the author who made the book and gives her a copy. And she says, oh, this is okay. And she ends up fainting after meeting him, you know? I'm like, wow. As for Haku and this other kid, which I've forgotten his name, I think Kiryu, yeah, the one who is pretty much, I think he loves Neko-ne-chan. Every time he hears that name whatsoever that Haku mentioned one time, he ends up saying, where, you know? I'm thinking in my mind, wow, dude, you really have a crush on her that badly, huh? That's what I was thinking at first, you know? You guys get the cue. But eventually, Haku and Kiryu, I think that's the kid's name, ends up meeting that same girl whatsoever, you know, which is to my surprise and so forth. And she's actually eating off these kebabs or whatever you want to call them. And apparently, Kiryu ends up wasting all of his money right there. And as for Kuon and Neko-ne-chan, they're at the base of operatives, and Kuon's making dessert for Haku and Kiryu, you know, because they're working really hard putting up these lanterns or setting up for a festival that is to come. And Kiryu explains to Haku that this princess is really, really beautiful or something. Even Haku asks him, beautiful than Neko-ne-chan? He goes like, what are you trying to say, huh? And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, dude, you're really revealing that you actually love Neko-ne-chan, so don't even try to hide it anymore, you know? You guys get the point. So eventually, as the episode goes on, when they met the girl who stole Ruruti-chan's book, she ends up being escorted home somewhere, but she ends up going to Haku and Kiryu's base, or home, or inn. You guys, whatever you want to call it. And she ends up going in there as she does not want to go back to the place she wants to go to, her home. And her home's at that big old temple whatsoever, I believe. And apparently she is surprised about seeing a gate whatsoever, which I go don't tell me she's a royalty person, because it seems like she doesn't really know much about the outside world. And we all know about royalty and nobility people, you know? If you guys watch a lot of anime, that is. You guys get the point. But eventually, as time continues on, you know, Kuon was about to go check on the dessert, but apparently that same girl that made Kiryu and Haku waste all their food money, along with stealing Ruruti-chan's book, ends up eating all the dessert, and Kuron was really ticked off about this and was trying to chase her, but apparently she was too quick. I'm thinking in my mind, what the heck? Is she that fast or something? I go like, dude, that's what I was thinking. But eventually, Kuron says, I'm not gonna let her go. I ain't gonna show no mercy, I'm thinking in my mind, oh, Kuron's so mad. You got her on her bad side, But when the episode continues, we have to it that she ends up seeing Haku there, and she ends up throwing something at him. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, are you serious about this right now? That's what I was thinking. But eventually, Haku and the others end up heard a scream whatsoever, and that is Atsui or Ruti. I thought it was the little girl that's been causing all the trouble, but it was actually Ruti and Atsui, and they realized it's the same girl. It's the girl that did all the troubles, apparently stealing Ruti-chan's book, eating food, stealing dessert, Kuon's like, oh man, I'm just gonna get you so bad this time. She goes like, wait, let's talk this out. She says, we ain't talking. Well, it's time for a punishment. She was so afraid of that word, and she ends up running, which is later revealed in this episode. But she's unable to escape fully on all fours, and bumps into Haku, and Kuon's like, time for you to receive your punishment. You really think you could escape me? And those eyes were like the devil right there. Or something. But, it wasn't bad. She had to clean up the mess, and she was actually tired, but Kuon says, hey, you feel good after you actually do your hard work, You get the point? And later on, a person ends up barging in, and she says, there you are! What the heck have you been doing? And later on she grabs and apparently she tries to escape but she ends up being grabbed by the pants, and she gets slapped in the butt so many times until she has to say, I'm sorry if you're apologizing, And apparently I get to find out that she's actually one of these important generals, and her role is known to be the Guardian Protector, and her name is Munechika-sama. And later on, she apologizes for the trouble she caused and so forth. But as for this girl whatsoever, it seems like she does have some kind of role to do with Munechika. And apparently, Rute, who has a copy, gives one to to the little girl and gives it to the guardian and says, hey, give this to her. She actually likes her or something, And apparently that guardian protector, Munechika, which is one of the eight generals, I believe, which is revealed. She ends up reading the book, and she's actually blushing really hard. She goes like, oh, he puts it in there, huh? I'm thinking about mine, oh my gosh, you really had to say that out loud. And she even asked her, hey, can I read this sometime? I'm thinking about mine, boy, oh boy, you're really gonna start being like some crazy cracked up joke, huh? Yeah. But when the time came when she actually supposed to meet everybody of her people or something, it is later revealed that we get to see these people who have a certain role in here. Especially one of them, I think Ukan, who is known to be the general of the right. His name is Oshutoru. This one is called General of the Left, which is Mikazuchi. This one right here, he is known to be one of the 8 generals to form the core of the... These are the 8 generals who form the core of the Yamato's military, to my surprise. I think the general of the right, Oshutoru, and general of the left, Mikazuchi, are the leaders of them. These are the 8... I think these are the other seven, or all 8 right here. This one's called Virai of the Strong Arm, Raiko of the Holy Wisdom, Soyan Kekuru of the Dark Seas, Uzan of the Pure Land, Tokifusa of the Tuned Strings, Dekopompo of the Seven Lights, and this one, Oshisu of the Shadow Light. And as for the other one, we already know that's the guardian protecting Munechika-sama. And later on, we get to know that this girl is actually the girl who's been causing all kinds of trouble. She is actually the Emperor's heir of Yamato's Emperor's heir, or Emperor of Yamato's heir, which is, her name is Anju-sama, I think her name is Anju. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I think her name's Anju. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be her name. If I got the name wrong, please forgive me. And yeah, ends up there, and she says, I look forward to like thank you for visiting me, my beloved people. I am the Emperor of Yamato's heir, Anju. And I'm thinking in my mind, holy dang, that's pretty surprising. So overall, like pretty cool episode, you know. I did not expect this coming at all. Like did not really like thought like it was gonna be this pretty crazy, you know. It had a lot of comedy in here, you know. I'm not gonna lie about that. But when it came to like those 8 pillar generals, along with this girl known to be Anju, to be an emperor with these 8, to be the emperor's heir. Not only that, the general to the left and general to the right, I think they are known to be the leaders of the 8 generals of the pillar, you know, 8 pillar generals. And later on, it's like all these guys might have a certain role in here, which I really look forward to, because apparently, like with this many characters, especially with the generals, that's known to be the core of Yamato's military, dang, dude, you can't expect them to like not have a role. So overall, pretty cool episode, you know, a lot of info and a lot of comedy, which I have been laughing my butt off. So yeah. So overall, really enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I'm very sorry if this video is uploaded late or it's very long, because there's a lot I could talk about right now. But I was just recapping it a lot. But I don't know what all these characters are gonna have a role to play. But wherever it is happening, it's gonna happen in Yamato, where Kuon and Haku is at. Don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope. But there might be a war coming up soon, which I foreshadow, or I have a theory or hypothesis about that. So, pretty cool episode. A lot of characters, a lot of info possibly, but all I can say is a lot of characters. That's for sure. Don't know what role that they all are going to play, but I really look forward to see their development and see what they do or what they have, what's their personality, etc. So until then, I'll see you guys later. All right, I'm off for Zitto. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.